Pat, it looks like something's curled up and died on your face.
Thanks, mate. Thanks.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Bearded Geeks, the weekly grab bag of topics covering movies, comics, video games. Is that the intro? My name is Jakes. I have a beard, so that makes me the master. Pat, you've got the dirtiest goat I've ever seen, but I love it.
What a comeback, hey? Since episode 1, I'm trying, mate.
You went from nothing to
Sort of something.
to almost good, and then you've got just a dirty stash now.
Yeah, I know.
With a chin dab at the bottom.
I can bite on it and everything.
You're going to a party, mate. You're going to a costume party, aren't you?
Yeah. I just
all
today I shaved off the burns. Ooh. Now I've got just the goatee.
It's filthy.
It is so filthy. I look like
so filthy.
This is where the highs and browns coming in now.
Don't go walking past any primary schools, mate. So welcome everyone to the Beard Cave for another episode of the Bearded Geeks. My name's Jakes, as always. With me, my co-hosts, the unshaven Bobby Baxter and the just shaved today, Patrick Brown. Hey boys.
Hello.
How you going, Bob?
I'm pretty good. Back in the seat.
Back in the seat. You were away last week. Bloody work.
Yeah, it gets like that, but good to be back. Good to be back.
Yeah.
Yep. Tinny in hand.
Tinny in hand. Yes. No beer last week. I've
got no grog today. I'm on soft drink because I got bills up to my armpits. So I was like, no frivolous spending.
Here you go. Oh no, wait. Do you drink? You drink beer?
I might have one later.
I'll put that up there.
Oh, thanks, mate. Thanks very much.
Don't get any ideas, Paddy.
I was almost going to come empty-handed today. I thought, Bobby will supply. No.
So how is everyone? Good?
Yeah, pretty good.
No. What have you been up to, Pat? Got a new cover this week?
No, nice and easy week.
Oh.
This one, yeah, been cruising.
What, have you been sacked?
No, just a big little gap here and there where gives me a little bit of a chance to catch my breath, and then I reckon there'll be another one next week. So got to recharge.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah,
there is something actually really cool you shared yesterday. I was going to get into this a little bit later, but we'll do it now.
Oh, yeah.
The toy packaging, the Spider-Man you shared yesterday on Facey.
Yeah,
for everyone
that was
to see.
Nice.
That was pretty cool.
Because I've done a lot of Spider-Man over for like the past year and a half, and I knew that I'd been doing a lot of this stuff for the actual figure of Spider-Man and how he looks and stuff like that. So I've had to match that look for a long time, and it's great to finally see him in a little action figure that and the packaging had all my stuff all over. I was so stoked to see that.
That's got to be pretty cool.
It's like that's my childhood dream come true right there. That's it. I can die a happy man now.
Yep.
How did it work? Like with the toy design, did they just kind of take your picture and design the toy from that, or did they go, oh, we're gonna make a Spider-Man toy, can you give us like a front and back and side?
Oh yeah, they had me they actually had the design. They went through a few different ones with me and through their studio as well, so it was tossing back and forth in the way, he always had the red and blue and all that. It was just slight tweaks, but yeah, the one they settled for, they gave it to me and said, "This is it. And I had to do the turn, so the front, side, back, and all that. So and
awesome.
It's set up. So it's like this is the official style, and locked in, and then they went ahead with everything and matched it with their toys and all that stuff. So
awesome.
Yeah, that is awesome. The packaging is really cool, actually. Yeah, I was checking out the photo yesterday. Really good.
Yeah,
I want one.
Hook us up.
Good. I'll be trying to get my hands on some.
Did you send your big care package? Hopefully.
Let's hope.
Let's hope. Marvel. And Bob, you have been living the bachelor's life for like 5 days.
Yeah, I was over in Melbourne, so I was just living it up as a single man in the house by myself, eating all the pizza and nachos and drinking all the beer I could get my hands on.
Lots of Battlefield.
Yeah, lots of Battlefield over the weekend, you and me, far out.
On Sunday, we played for like 7 hours straight, I think.
Yeah, and then I did some more after you locked off.
It was good though.
Yeah.
I leveled up and got that bloody gun.
The
Hellraiser or whatever it was.
Yeah.
We got the double monitors out as well.
Oh yeah, Paddy came around. What night
Monitors,
was that?
TVs. I mean,
Saturday night.
Saturday or Friday?
that was like
night?
the first
Saturday
was that
night.
the day after Hales.
Saturday night because I was at the movies.
That's right. Yeah. And we I was at your place first, and then I was like, "Come back to mine. I got an empty house. We can just like game all night and not piss anyone off." So yeah, the guys came around. Oh, Paddy and Richie came around and set up another TV next to my TV in the lounge room. Yeah. So it looked like that scene out of Swordfish.
Yeah.
And then we were just playing Battlefield together all night. It was awesome. Yeah.
Just wait for Hugh to turn up.
Richie falls asleep about half an hour in.
Oh yeah, yeah. There's bombs and like bloody tanks going off and just shit flying everywhere. The sound system's cranking. I got surround sound. Like, we're in the midst of World War II, and I look over, and our mate Richie's in the middle of the couch between Paddy and I, and he's just still holding a beer.
Funniest thing I ever saw, Pat was there too. I've told you this before, but that time Richie was asleep on the couch, and I turned over and I looked at him, and his head's like thrown right back over the back of the couch, and he's sitting there with a beer in his hand, and he's sort of like he's snoring. He sort of woke up and went, and then, without opening his eyes or anything, took a sip of his beer, put it back down, and just went back to sleep.
Oh no, that was so funny.
That was
Classic.
the funniest moment. I wish I filmed that. It was so good.
Having a drink in your sleep.
It was like,
Must be a reflex or something.
yeah.
Good drop.
Oh man, what have I been up to? Oh, I have a confession to make, boys. This is serious. I was on eBay and I saw something and I started bidding on it because it was so cheap. But then I got into a bidding war with this dude, and it went past my limit, and I went, fuck yeah, I don't want it anymore. I ain't paying that much. And then I was like, screw it, I'm going to be that guy. I'm going to drive the price up. And then he didn't bid on it at the end, and I had to pay for it. Suicide Squad on Blu-ray. It was like $4, and I was like, you know what, I'll pay $4 for that, because I've seen it once, I'll watch it again.
Yeah.
But then I ended up paying like $16-17 for it. I was like, God damn it. And it turned up today. I was like, oh, Suicide Squad. I'll watch it now. Yeah.
Nice frisbee.
Just like hook it onto Pat's drone and fly over someone's house and drop it. Yeah. Oh, we took Pat's drone out on the weekend. We went up to the dog park with
that was
beers,
fun.
and we fly around Pat's drone. That was good fun.
Yeah.
Hook the dog up to it.
The drone's just walking the dog around the park.
It's funny.
You put a sign on it that just says "free dog."
We didn't get any footage though because the SIM card on Pat's phone was full of selfies, probably.
Yeah. Snapchats and selfies.
Selfies. He loves a good selfie, Patrick Brown.
It was funny, you guys with the drone, like treating it like you guys were hooning around with that like it was a drone racer or something.
Yeah, I didn't pay for it, so
that
I'm
was
fucking
awesome.
going crazy.
That was good. I loved it. I wish we had it on record. Geez, that would have been some good footage.
We can always do it again.
Yeah, we will.
Yeah.
I'll clear out space.
So what about you, Pat? You been a bit crook last couple of days?
Yeah, a bit of a man flu. Nah, not really.
It's real. The man flu is real.
Serious. We shouldn't laugh about that.
I read an article that men actually get flu worse than women. That's why the man flu is a true thing.
Written by a man.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, I caught it off the little guy, our little son. He's been a bit crook, but hey, we're all pretty good now. So
Yeah, because I saw him the other day, and him and I were like playing with Ninja Turtles and stuff, and he's walking past me. He's like,
that was fun.
and just like looked right at me and went right at me. I was like, thanks, Mason.
Yeah, because
Just go stand over there.
he doesn't even know how to cover his mouth yet. Like
Nah.
he's that young.
Bless him.
That was funny.
Bless him.
It's like he was aiming at you.
Hales has come back with a bit of a lurgy too.
Oh,
I think,
really?
because she had all her like family there and all the kids and stuff like that.
Cousins and whatever.
Yeah,
yeah.
so I think it was just a pit of flu and colds and stuff ready to jump onto the least suspecting victim. And
Oh no.
yeah, so she's not looking so good at the moment, but yeah, it'll no doubt travel to me eventually.
Yeah.
As long as you're all right this weekend.
Oh yes, yeah, I'm ready to party.
It's going to be big.
If anything's going to make me sick, it's going to be this weekend, probably.
It'll be a bit cold down there too, I reckon.
Yeah,
Yeah,
oh,
mate.
yeah. West Coast to Tassie.
Bring your hoodies and your gloves and your merkin.
Yeah. I'll be wearing a hoodie and track pants under my Heisenberg yellow jumpsuit.
You'll be right, mate. You'll be
Yeah.
right. It'll be warm in the pub.
Yeah.
There'll be
Yeah,
heaps
should
of
be
people
good.
in there. It'll be hot as.
Yeah.
Anyway, I've got a bit of news.
Yeah.
I'm going to do the news thing.
Cool.
Actually, we might just talk about last week first. Last week with Josh's vlog and that, it was really cool. I watched the vlog and turned out a really good episode. Like, I barely had to edit it. I cut like 2 minutes out of it, and that was barely anything.
Yeah.
So that's like the least I've ever cut out of an episode. So, Bobby, you're
I'm out of a job. All right. See you later. Take that beer back. And
No, it turned out really well. The only thing is with the topic we did, the great movies you may have missed. Like, as soon as I was done, I was thinking of all these other movies. I was like, oh, I should have done that, and I should have said that, and should have brought this up. But it was good, and it was a lot of fun. So we might just do installments down the line. We might do another one
Yeah.
down the line because there's that many films and whatever. And I will say that, like, on this show, we won't always do what's current or what's happening or whatever, you know, the new superhero movie, which I'm talking about today, actually, or, you know, whatever's happening. We'll go back and we'll do old stuff. We'll do stuff we want to talk about. We might talk about a movie from the 80s or, you know, old school gaming or whatever we want. It's my show. I'll talk about whatever I want. Please listen.
speaking of last week too, and you guys were recommending Train to Busan.
Oh, yeah.
And I hadn't seen that myself, so I chucked it on over the weekend and watched that. I think it was just after our gaming session the other
Yeah.
night. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I loved it.
How
I
crazy
bloody loved
is
it.
that?
It was
Yeah.
amazing. Yeah.
It's good, isn't it?
Best zombie flick I've seen for
In a long
ages.
time.
Yeah.
I mean, Shaun of the Dead's always my favorite, but it's not really even kind of... It's in a little sort of genre of its own. It's
a little bubble of its own.
You know, it's kind of like a love story with zombies. But, yeah, Train to Busan, holy shit, that's fucking really good.
Oh,
Really
yeah.
good.
Absolutely nuts.
Mm.
And Pat, you saw John Wick, Chapter 2?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
What'd you think of that?
I loved it. I was surprised that other episode that you did where you said John Wick 2 was better than the first, and I thought, I didn't believe it until I saw it. So, yeah, you were dead right on that. It's
course
better. Yeah. Very surprised, but it was so good.
Came for a third one?
Oh yeah.
Same.
Keep coming back.
Same.
And the way they've opened it for a third, that was really cool.
Yeah. Like I said, I can see it picking up like an hour after this one ends or whatever, or
Yeah.
straight away.
Yeah.
Cool. I love John Wick. Bloody good. Keanu. Except he's got to have facial hair. I saw a movie in the shop today. He was like clean shaven, some court drama he did last year. He looks weird.
And you're like, I'm not watching that shit.
Just like his skin stretched or whatever. I don't know. Anyway.
He's finally starting to age.
Yeah, finally. Okay, so we'll go to the news. We'll talk about the news.
Sting.
That's like Mario or
You can
something.
cut that out.
Let's cut that bit out. Sorry, Bob, you can edit this week's episode. All right, so Neil Blomkamp has confirmed that Alien 5 is dead. It's dead, ruined.
You got my hopes up with the first half of
Yeah.
that. With the first half of that sentence, and then
ruined. Blame it on Ridley Scott and Alien Covenant.
Yeah.
Is that the
But
one-
there is a bit of a silver lining. He confirms that he still plans on making District 10, so the sequel to District 9.
That'd be good.
The
I've been waiting for
2009
that.
hit. It's a fucking
Yeah.
great movie, that.
That's the best.
He's got some other thing in the works too, some kind of experimental.
It's called like Studio 10.
Yeah, they're Oats Studio.
Oh, that's it. Oats Studio.
Yeah.
And they make experimental short films. So pretty much whatever they want. They released another trailer the other day. It's like, prepare to see like crazy shit, it actually says on the trailer.
Yeah.
Looks really good. Looks
Yeah.
really interesting, like all
looks
these short
awesome.
films and that. So that should be a lot of fun. But yeah, Alien 5, dead,
Yeah.
done, no Ripley.
God damn it.
Oh well.
I was really hoping to see her make a comeback.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of like after the latest one and stuff. I kind of don't mind just giving it a break, letting aliens breathe for a while, and let it. I don't know. Let someone else pick it up
Yeah.
later on. Or, I don't know, but it is a bit of a downer that he's not doing it. So, yeah.
I think it's just the times now. Like, the only sort of Alien fans are the ones like us who grew up with all those movies, like now, even when I go to the movies now, 80% of the time I'm going to see a superhero movie, which is unfortunate because I miss so many other good movies in that. But
Yeah.
younger people don't want to see it. Anyway, I don't know. People, what's wrong with them? What a bunch of bastards.
What a bunch of bastards.
Because they were actually going to bring in the guy who had acid on his face. Remember what was
Michael Biehn,
Yeah. He had half his face kind of burnt off.
Hicks.
He was going to have a comeback too, wasn't he?
They were going to bring him back.
Yeah,
and
with Ripley.
Just forget Alien 3 and Alien
Yeah.
Resurrection. I watched Alien Resurrection again last week.
You
It's a
know,
bit of fun.
yeah, like lots of people rip on that pretty hard, but I mean, it's
Love
a
those
fun,
90s alien effects. They're great.
Yeah, it's a fun, silly action movie. I don't hate it. Like
No,
I
neither do I.
rewatched it again not long ago as well, and actually, I had a lot of fun with it.
Mm.
Yeah, because I'd not seen it for a long time, and you see stuff on the internet or hear people talking about it, and they're like, "Oh God, don't go back to that. It's just, it's just really shit." And when you actually watch it, it's like, oh, it's not trying to be anything more than a funny kind of dumb action sci-fi movie.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I do like it.
yeah.
I remember we went on camp, like school camp, down to Hobart, and like they rented it out, and we watched it, and it was a lot of fun. Anyway, I've got going back to Patrick Brown and Spider-Man. They released the first clip and poster for the new Spider-Man animated series, and it actually looks really good. The animation looks great.
Yeah, it looks really fucking cool.
Is that the one with Scorpion? Yeah.
Yeah, that's when you worked on Patrick Brown, is that right?
Oh, you animated the whole thing?
No,
did you?
No wonder you're so tired.
Some animator sitting on the other end of this going, what?
I had some input in the character designs of a few of the characters, like Doc Ock and all them. A lot of the characters aren't from like my choices, my concepts, but it goes. Some were from in studio. They said, we're going with the ones that they've brought in studio. But there were a few here and there where they've kind of mixed both together. So yeah,
They're probably what
Feel
they've
mine as
done
well.
because you tend to like go all out with suit design stuff and that kind of stuff, and they probably give it to an animation team who goes, okay, now for us to be able to move these guys around, we'll take what you've designed and simplify some areas, make look for trouble hotspots because when you're working with a team of 30 animators or something, it's really hard to get everyone to draw in the same style, so they find shortcuts or ways of like simplifying things down a bit. Yeah. So that's probably why you're seeing like your design, but it's kind of like mixed with something else. It's probably for that. Yeah.
And it's so hard to come up with the concept of your own. Like you've got to come up with things as small as like belt buckles and what's that going to look like, or just like even just where the colors are going to go on their suits and outfits and stuff. It's man, it was tricky, but
that short that they put up, oh my god, like whoever choreographed that fight scene is just a genius. Like the movement and the angles and like everything read really well. It's not like some cartoons you watch and there's a lot of action sequences, but it's kind of hard to follow. That one was great.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Yeah, and very dynamic as well. Nothing felt stiff about that fight scene.
I can't wait until they.
Yeah,
the animation's a lot better than the Ultimate Spider-Man TV series.
Yeah,
They've just come off.
Yep,
Looks quite good. I'll watch it. Yeah, I'll give it a go.
Oh yeah,
Be a bit of fun.
yeah.
You'll bloody get a kick out watching that. That'll be awesome.
I'll be like, I'll be doing a binge watch. Loving it.
Speaking of TV, the Punisher Netflix series will debut in November.
Oh, cool.
So that's pretty cool. John Bernthal as Frank Castle the Punisher was probably the best part of Daredevil season 2.
Yeah,
That's first
They locked him
5
up for too long.
episodes.
The first 5 episodes of that Daredevil, it was about 5 or so.
Yeah, it was about 5. Yeah,
were amazing, and then they sort of locked him in jail for a while, and you were sort of
And then they just forgot about him.
too much Karen Page.
yeah. But then the breaking out scene, that fight scene in the prison,
Wilson Fisk and
was
that in
like,
prison. That was
yeah,
great.
That was awesome.
Yeah, that'd be really good to see. Yeah, good Punisher series.
Lots of murdering.
That's what we need.
Yeah, murder.
Yeah.
I really John Bernthal in that
Speaking
role
of
as well.
murder, I'm gonna murder this tinny. Oh, there we go.
That's pretty good.
Nice one.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I think I read yesterday that next year we'll be getting new seasons of Daredevil, Jessica Jones, and Luke Cage. So no mention of Iron Fist yet. Maybe the year after.
Oh yeah.
But we'll get the Defenders in August, which is only 8 episodes. So I'm looking forward to that. That'll be fun, hopefully. Sigourney Weaver's in that. She plays the villain.
Yeah.
Yeah,
is
that'd
pretty
be kinda
sweet.
cool. Yeah.
So yeah, looking forward to that.
Yeah, cool.
More Netflix series. I like them.
Yeah, definitely. I haven't watched the last few ones that they put out, the Iron Fist, and I think I started on Luke Cage, but I didn't get far into it.
I really like Luke Cage.
Yeah,
I liked what I saw of it.
I'm about halfway through that. Yeah.
I think I just jumped on something else.
Yeah.
You know what Netflix is like. You jump down a tunnel, and then all of a sudden you're 7 seasons into a show that you didn't even know you wanted to watch.
I really want to watch The Leftovers. Have you heard of that series?
No, don't think so.
It's a series. It's a HBO series. It's only gone for 3 seasons. I think it finished this year or last year.
Yeah.
It's set 3 years after this event. I can't remember what they call it. They call it the sudden disappearance or something like that. Like 2% of the Earth's population has just disappeared.
Ooh.
And then it's like, I don't know, however many hundreds of millions of people or however many, they just disappeared. They're gone.
Yeah.
You know, and it's a bit picks up like 3 years later. It's after this, after the sudden disappearance or whatever, the family, and then how the world is after that. So it's sort of focused on this one family, but this sort of cult religion has arisen, and like the sort of son's gone off to college or whatever, and the daughter's gone or the wife's gone and joined the cult or whatever, and it's about this family. And I sort of don't know too much more than that because I was only sort of reading into it like last night. Yeah, but it sounds pretty good. It sounds interesting.
Oh yeah.
It's only like 30 episodes, I think. 25, 30
that's
episodes.
a Netflix one, or
No, it was a HBO series.
Yeah, that's right.
Like I was saying last week.
I wish we could get some like HBO action here. Like I know people use Apple tablets. I think you can do it on here. But
Yeah, we were talking about this last week.
oh, okay. Yeah.
HBO Go or Now or whatever it was. Josh was talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, he's already got it covered. Look at him. He's taking my job.
Come on, mate. You got some ground to claw back here.
Yes.
So, Pat and I are on a massive Breaking Bad binge at the moment.
Yeah.
Like, we're into it. Like, we're
hooked.
deep. As deep as you can get
I'm
into
so
it.
hooked. I can't even sleep. I'm that hooked. Like I was telling you guys.
Yeah. What did you have? Like 1 hour sleep last night?
Yeah,
Because
last
you're
night.
laying in bed thinking about fucking Breaking Bad.
Yeah, I was.
When you've already seen it.
Yeah. I'm just like,
You know how it ends.
yeah. I'm at that point in the series where it's, I'm up to season 3 now, and it's, that's where you pretty much you're hooked by then, and you just, yeah. So I'm just. It's taking
I'm
its toll.
halfway through season 2. I stopped last week for a little bit, took a little bit of a break. But yeah, I'm back on it as of yesterday. Loving it. Jeez.
good. It's tense, isn't it?
Bryan Cranston. Jeez, man.
Yeah.
Give that guy all the awards. They already did, but give him more.
Does it work well as a binge show? Because, I mean, the only time I watched it was the week to week.
Yeah.
Oh, binge, yeah.
Yeah.
I've been watching it back to back. Yeah.
Yeah,
Honestly.
I would say, yep, binge.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Because you're just like, oh man, that was so good. I want to watch another one. Boom.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah.
But bringing up Breaking Bad, Vince Gilligan, the creator of Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul, he's working with Sony to create a Breaking Bad VR experience. Not a game. He's explicitly said it's not a game. It's a VR experience.
Yeah.
So they're working on that. So I'm sort of just wondering what that kind of would be. Perhaps just like, you're out in the boonies, with the RV, and you can go in the lab or whatever, or perhaps, just locations from the show you can probably walk around and interact with.
Yeah.
Probably the lab.
Probably like a few scenarios go down, like, you're in a drug deal or something, and Tuco chucks the shits with you, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, fuck, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. That'd be really fucking
Like,
cool.
you'd probably imagine that if there's like a scene from the show playing out in front of you, and it's like you're there, standing there with them.
You're interacting as like Walter. You are Walter.
Yeah.
And you're hearing the dialogue and everything from the show, like you dropped in the episode or something like
That's
that.
interesting.
Be
So you
cool.
reckon it's like live action style thing? Like, will they use one of those 360 camera things? And
Not sure. Who knows? Be interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I'll do anything that Vince Gilligan guy. You know, like I'll watch anything that he does. Like,
yeah. I watched like a lot of his old episodes of the X-Files and that he did, like he wrote.
Yeah.
Really good. There's actually this one episode I watched when I was a kid. It actually has Bryan Cranston in it. And he was like the villain of the episode. And that's how Vince, when he was doing Breaking Bad, he always remembered Brian from that episode that they worked on together. Awesome. And that's what, you know, cast him as Walter White. This guy, he's been living too close to like electrical towers or something like that, like military testing or whatever. And he's got like this sort of severe tinnitus bloody thing. And he holds up Mulder and he makes Mulder like drive. He has to get in a car, and the faster Mulder drives, like it dampens, but if it slows down, like the pain and that comes back. Anyway, at the end of the episode, the side of his head blows out. It's fucked. But yeah, it's a really good episode of the X-Files. Fuck, that's a good show.
Yeah.
Wow.
I actually saw an old Facebook post like a couple of days ago from 3 years ago when I had tonsillitis for like 2.5, 3 weeks, and I had all the X-Files DVD series, and I put up a post that I'd watched like, this week I've watched 77 episodes of the X-Files.
Shit.
Because I was like couch ridden.
Yeah.
It's like, so all I did was watch X-Files all day.
That's hardcore watching.
77 episodes of the X-Files in 1 week.
Oh, man. I'm stoked they've brought it back and then just continuing, you know, since that one, what was it, a year or two ago? Last year, was it?
Yeah, last year. Yeah.
Last year?
We're getting more X-Files too.
I'm so happy.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, do another season now, aren't they?
I gotta rewatch all the old stuff. We started through season 1, but sort of trailed off again. It's another Netflix hole, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, because I think it was in preparation for those new ones coming out, because I have not seen the X-Files in a million years. Like, and even the stuff that I did see, like when we were younger as kids, it was kind of like whatever happened to be on TV. It was never kind of following season to season, or you know, I never really fully understood the overarching thing with the smoking man and stuff.
They used to do that a lot with TV, didn't they? They'd never really keep it too much in order. They'd just put on,
especially
episodes.
Here in Australia, they were rubbish. They'll just put on whatever the fuck.
It's just whatever. It was mixed.
Yeah, yeah.
Then if you miss one night, you're fucked.
Yeah.
There was one episode I remember. Oh man, it was like the most disturbing episode of the X-Files. I think it's like season 3 or 4. I remember looking up afterwards in America. I think they only ever played that episode once when it first aired, and it's been banned, and they never play it ever since because it's so disturbing or confronting or whatever.
Right.
Yeah, Mulder and Scully come across this this house, like these 3 like inbred like hillbilly dudes, like Hills Have Eyes style guys, and they're just like this murder house or whatever, and they keep like their mum locked up, chained under this bed. She's got like no legs or anything, and they all, you know, stuff inbred, and it's fucked. It's a fucked episode. It's pretty disturbing.
Someone took it to a whole new level there.
Yeah. But yeah, banned after one screening, I think. Yeah.
Wow.
Like never show it again. Fox said, you know, there was a bit of uproar or whatever.
Yeah.
So like, we'll never show that episode again. It's good though. Good show. I miss it.
I wonder if it ever came out on a DVD thing or something. I'm guessing they probably just...
Oh yeah, it's on all the DVDs, but they just
it
don't air it on telly or whatever.
Okay, right, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, what else have I got? Oh, this is big. This has been very talked about the last 2 days. Chris Hemsworth at Supanova in Sydney. Chris Hemsworth's going to be appearing at Supanova in Sydney on the 18th, so in 2 weeks. But there's a bit of an uproar over the pricing because he's doing autographs and the photos. But the autographs, to get an autograph will cost you $200. But to get a photo with Chris Hemsworth will cost you $210.
What?
And this isn't a meet and greet. This is a stand in line, walk in, hello, don't touch, smile, photo, get out, next.
Wow.
So it's one of those 2-second interactions. I was talking to Mark a bit today. I messaged him about it, and I was asking him about, because Mark had his photo on that with Stan Lee, and I was like, just wanted a bit of reference or whatever. I said, how much did it cost you to get your photo with Stan Lee? And he said, I think it was about $125 US.
Oh, yeah.
Shit. So even after the markup, that's come to about 160 max or something Australian dollars.
But there's just this massive uproar. They're like, oh, $210 for a photo. It's just like, but they're like, here's
home and away chops, Fucking hell.
Here's like a sort of A-list celebrity. This isn't, your favorite TV actor or cult star coming in. This is Chris Hemsworth.
But I mean, like Stan Lee and Chris Hemsworth. I mean, fuck.
Yeah, that's a big...
Chris Hemsworth strikes me as the kind of guy who would just rock up and do it for free anyway.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that video you guys posted around the other day of him playing with the action figures. Was that recent? Is that a new thing?
Yeah, that was on the set of Infinity War.
Yeah. He's playing with the little toys and Thor's not there and picking up Hawkeye and going, oh, look at this German Dark Raver or something.
That was fun.
I cracked up. Like that he's talking like we talk. It's really weird to see a kind of A-list celebrity just kind of acting.
He's actually quite a funny guy, isn't he? He's done a few of those.
Which that really surprises me. Then to take that guy from that video and then put a price tag like that at an Australian event as well.
Yeah.
Maybe in the US where the celebrity hype's bigger and stuff, you could probably charge a higher thing. But in Australia, I mean, we don't have that kind of celebrity fucking
culture
thing. Yeah.
It's funny though. Like I tried to get Mark sent me this great article that I read about how in America on the convention circuit or whatever, or the appearance circuit, like there are a lot of celebrities that want to get into a genre show so they can break into the con circuit. So they can, like they had some Stephen Amell from Arrow, and he does the con circuit and everything. And apparently they make a lot of money. Like he can make like if it's a really good weekend or whatever, they can make like, up to, depending on the caliber of star, like $250,000 to $500,000 for a weekend of appearances and that. And they said there's a celebrity that they know they didn't name names, but they said after, a weekend of doing cons, this particular celebrity walks out with garbage bags full of $20 notes, from these appearances and that. And they make all this money. Like, what's his name? Andrew Lincoln, who plays Rick in The Walking Dead. He donates all his appearance money he makes to charity.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, is that the same as Australia? You donate to a charity and you claim back on your tax?
Well, yeah probably.
So if you go do like 12 con appearances for like 50 grand or whatever, you've donated all charity, and come tax time, you just claim it all back and you just get this massive lump payment. More than you make for working a season of the TV show or whatever. It's nuts.
But he probably makes that much money, and that'd just come off his tax. He probably wouldn't actually get any of that money back, but it'd probably help reduce his tax bill. I think a lot of rich people do that. Like that's why so many rich people donate to charities to actually lower their tax bill at the end.
Yeah.
But I'm just thinking about like the whole idea of like being paid for an appearance. Like, imagine if like you could actually do that. Like, I'm just going down the shops. I'm going to come back with $5,000 because people love me that much.
Stand at the supermarket. Next to the coin-operated car.
An appearance fee. It's like you get paid to exist. To just be somewhere. That's amazing.
Crazy.
That's like they're saying like Terry Hatcher makes like, she charges like $70 for a photo or whatever, and like $40-$50 for a signature or something like that. That's okay, that's reasonable. But this is Hemo we're talking about.
Yeah.
And like I said this morning, I was like, well, you're lucky it's not fucking Robert Downey Jr. because you'd be dipping into your life savings or your house deposit to get a photo.
Yeah.
That'd be nuts.
Yeah.
He'd be pricey.
I don't know. It's just that caliber of star, I suppose. We don't normally have that. You get your Game of Thrones actors or your Nathan Fillions or whatever, but they don't have that money draw, I suppose. Did you get much of that in New York when you went to New York? Did you see like a lot people lining up up the arsehole to get their photo taken with famous people?
We lived on our tables pretty much the full thing. I mean, Marky's probably the one to actually ask about that.
We didn't get a chance to go into the exhibition too much. We went in probably the whole, how many days were there? 3 days?
No, we were there
4
for
days.
4 days, and we went in for about 25 minutes on the main floor out of that 4 days.
On the Sunday, on the last day.
Yeah, it was really sad because we were like rushing around too because we had to get back to our table, obviously.
'Cause we were that busy at our tables and stuff for the whole 4 days, like couldn't even get up. You know, we could at some point. Like sometimes it was a bit quiet and that, but you didn't want to because otherwise you might miss out. Or
guaranteed every time we did, we walk away and there'd be you'd come back and someone's like, oh, they wanted to buy something, but you weren't here, so they'll come back later. And damn it!
I kind of wish going all that way. I kind of wish we did have like a bit of time to look around, but
just took a day off.
It would have costed us, wouldn't it? Like we wouldn't have. Whatever money came.
Oh, I could have sat there and pretended to be you, I guess, for a day. And just bask in the revel of being an actual Marvel
We
artist.
should have done that. We should have just you go for like 3 hours and then I'll come back and we'll swap.
You know what the problem would have been, though? It would have felt horrible because I would have sold shitloads of your stuff. You would have sold nothing of mine.
No. No, you were selling a fair few there.
Yeah, it was a bit, but I had to drive a hard bargain. It's hard to make people buy literally pictures of poo.
I reckon that was a good icebreaker for a lot of them, though, because they look at it and they're like, most of the people that picked it up, they're like, this is brilliant. This is this is a great idea.
And the odd really conservative mum would come over, or mom would come over and be like, what is this? Oh, no, thank you. See you later. Come on, Jimmy. Pretend you never saw that.
You have to go down to church and confess or something.
Yeah. Wash their hands. My filthy comic.
Turn the page and wash your hands. Turn the page. Mark also said about the pricing, like, because he's a big muser or whatever. He said, say for like $300. If he had like a meet and greet with a band, say for example, that $300 would cover like early access, sort of one-on-one meet and greet, merchandise, drinks, all that sort of photo and everything.
You see that all the time, like
it'd be like a package,
like Rob Zombie and stuff came out, and he used to have like these kind of like VIP package deal, and it'd be like everyone pays $75 to $100 for a ticket or something, and it's like the VIP access, they sell 10 of them or something for like $300 or something like that. And you get the whole fucking night with them, like hang out with them backstage and drink beers off their rider and shit like that. Yeah.
Even I was looking up the Supanova tickets and stuff, and you've got like the 3-day tickets or whatever, like say $90 or whatever if you buy them online, but then like I can't remember the exact prices, but you know what I mean. Yeah, $90 if you buy them online, but if you buy them there at the gate, they're like 110 or 120, or you can get the day passes and everything, and even that's expensive. Yeah. But to go there for a day, and you want to go and have your photo taken with Hemsworth, it costs you another $200, $210. Oh, fucking hell, that's a week's rent for me. It's like, Jesus. You're like, okay, I'm going to get my photo taken with this Chris Hemsworth, but I have to sleep in the car for a week.
It's totally worth it.
Just got like the photo on the inside of the windscreen, so I can just wake up and look at it. Anyway, that'll about do it for the news, I think, because I have fuck all to talk about. I saw Wonder Woman, though. I'm going to talk about Wonder Woman. Non-spoiler review of Wonder Woman, but... Oh, fuck, well, look, this is going to be a very short episode.
How are we going?
40 minutes, but I've probably only got about 10 or 15 minutes worth of Wonder Woman.
I'll just throw some curveballs at you.
Ooh, here we go.
Catch this, motherfucker.
Oh, my face! Again.
Throwing tinnies across the room. Thunk.
Bang, in the eye. Okay. Last Saturday, I went out on a date night with my beautiful girlfriend, and we went and saw Wonder Woman. And for lack of a better word, It was wonderful. It really was.
Yeah.
Non-spoiler review, by the way. I'm not doing a spoiler review because the boys in the room haven't seen it, so I'll just keep it to the what you've seen in the trailers.
How did the lady like it? That's the important question.
She loved it.
Yep.
She absolutely loved it.
Yep.
She laughed, she yelled, she cried, she loved it.
Should I take my lady?
Yeah.
Good.
No, I really loved it. It was great. Best DCEU movie so far. Mm-hmm. I tell you what, these other fucking superheroes, they got a lot to live up to if they want to sort of catch up to this flick.
Oh, yeah.
So the movie starts on Themyscira, or Paradise Island, as it used to be called, with the Amazons. Ooh, thanks, Bob. Just sit that there. So on Themyscira, it sort of starts as Diana, she's a child or whatever, she's sort of gone through her upbringing in that, but her mum, Hippolyta, Connie Nelson, doesn't want her to fight, you know. She just wants to be this warrior, you know, like the rest of the Amazons, but her mum's like, no bloody way, you're not going to get your hands dirty walking around with a sword or whatever. But her aunt, Antiope, played by Robin Wright, she's the general of sort of the Amazon army, and her aunt's like secretly training her to fight and all this stuff. And then her mum finds out, and she's like, you know what? She's like, you'll train her harder than you've ever trained anyone ever before. You'll push her harder. Yeah. You'll push her harder than anyone you've ever pushed. You know, fucking great movie, bloody great. The I'm sort of all over the place here because I got nothing written down, so I'm sort of just going back to it by memory.
Yeah,
but really great. Really hearty movie.
Yeah. Really
good message behind it. The Amazon fight scenes are real cool. A lot of slow-mo stuff, though. But it's real sort of balletic. Like the Amazons, they're sort of like it's almost like dance choreography. Like lots of like spinning hips and leg sweeping or whatever. But, you know, they'll go to do this big flip, but then they'll cut to like slow-mo to slow it down. Quite a bit of that in the movie, but it was pretty good. Anyway.
Did it get a little bit too rich after a while? Like it was sort of like,
to begin with, like once or twice it was pretty good. You're like, yeah, this is cool. But then like sort of every time an Amazon went to do like this big high flying move or whatever, it's sort of like real fast, slow down.
Sort of has that 300 kind of thing where you know, back in the day that was great, but sort of now you kind of like, you know.
There was this really great 300 Easter egg. Hippolyta's telling Diana sort of about the history of the Amazons, and it's like Man of Steel with where they're flashback on Krypton and the Kryptonians where they left, and they've sort of got the art metal thing, you know. That's all. Anyway,
yeah.
So it's got like but it's kind of like artwork that sort of comes to life or whatever. And there's this scene where they're talking about the Amazons or whatever, and the Amazons met man or whatever, and there's a scene from 300. It's sort of just like a picture, but you've got the Amazons sort of coming out of the water, and then the camera pans over, and you've got the Spartans from 300.
Oh, really?
Like, all dressed the same with the red capes and the same shields and everything. And I was like, little Zack Snyder Easter egg there. 300 Warner Brothers. Because Zack Snyder wrote and produced. The movie has a little cameo, but it was great.
Woman just like kicks him down a hole.
This
is the Amazon. Dunk.
Do they explain how Wonder Woman is like? She's pretty much like Superman, isn't she? She's pretty indestructible.
Yeah, well, she is an Amazon or whatever. They don't go too deep into her origin. Like, this stuff, like I say, it's on all the trailers and stuff. So
I've always wondered how she's got powers.
It's not going to be a spoiler or anything, but they don't explain sort of her origin. They just embrace it. Like, they're talking about, because she's the only child on Themyscira, like all the other Amazons are all grown women. Mm-hmm. And she's like, I'm the only child or whatever, you know, like, where did I come from? And she's like, and her mum's just like, because one of the origin stories for Wonder Woman is like, her mother Hippolyta made her out of clay, and then she came to life. So that's the story they use in the movies. It's like, I made you out of clay, and I prayed to Zeus, and he brought you to life, and he gave you to me, and all this sort of stuff. And she's like, oh yeah, I was made out of clay. Cool. So they don't sort of explain it.
And that's it.
Yeah.
I already like the sound of this because they're not going all like super fucking origin story on it. It sounds like they're just going, you know,
This
Off
is
we
it.
go.
This
Off
is
we
it.
go.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds cool. I like
And
it.
then Steve Trevor ends up crashing, and Diana saves him, and she learns about the war, the outside world, and they talk about Ares and stuff. This is all in the trailers, like I said.
Mm-hmm.
And Ares is out there because Ares is the god of war, and he, like, his role
Paddy's
was always...
like, no, it's not. It's Kratos. Kratos.
Yeah.
how he influences mankind. Like, the only reason there's war is because of Ares. This is what Diana believes, like 100%. She's like, if I get rid of Ares, that'll be it. That'll be the end of war. That'll be the end of everything. That's my mission. I'm gonna go find Ares and I'm gonna kill him. Once I do, that'll be the end of it. And Chris Pine, Steve Trevor is just like, nah, mate. Nah, you know. Yeah, well, all right, that's fine, but I've got a war to win. You know, you're going to come. Anyway, so she goes out into the world, and the movie sort of, it takes a lot of time to really set up the characters, and you get a lot of character interaction and building. And Diana, she really is the most interesting part of the movie. Gal Gadot, she's amazing. I don't know why Patrick Brown wasn't a big fan of the casting in Batman v Superman back in the day.
Yeah. I always thought she was a little too skinny.
Gal Gadot.
Everyone, yeah.
Yeah. I'll be honest, I did too. Like, yeah. She just, it sounds like she looks the part now. I think she's really, like, she's gone to town on the training for this movie. By the look of it.
In this movie, she is Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
Like, this movie is, like, actually really inspiring. I was sitting there and I was watching it, and I'm like, this movie's fun. The action's great. It's got a really great message behind it. It's something different we haven't seen before, and I'm just, like, totally behind it. And it's so refreshing having, like, a female-led superhero film, because there's just... The superhero genre is just this massive sausage fest, and it's too much, and it's just so refreshing. It is a bit Captain America: The First Avenger in a lot of ways, because it's the same sort of period setting.
Yeah,
you know, teams up with an army-based person or whatever with a ragtag bunch of, you know.
I was going to ask sort of what year it's supposedly set.
I think it's like, it's
like roughly.
Well, it's the First World War. It's the Great War, so I
Okay.
think it's like 1914, 15.
Yeah.
Actually, I think it's getting toward the tail end, so it might be 16, 17, 18. I can't really remember the year specifically, but yeah. Diana has just like sort of this single goal to, you know, I'm going to get rid of Ares and whatever, and, you know, here's the reason, and she's just totally focused on that, but sort of as she goes, she's very, because she's only ever lived on this bloody island, you know, she doesn't know anything about the world outside the island or whatever. And it's just this great story of just her learning more about the outside world, what it's really like, and just being confronted by the war and sort of all the atrocities and the horror, and, you know, they're behind enemy lines or whatever, or they're making their way to somewhere, some mission, and she's running into all these people, the villagers and that, sort of grabbing her by the arm, and my village has been destroyed over the hill, they've taken it over and all this stuff. And there's this scene in the middle where they're going through the trenches and she wants to go out and fight. They call it No Man's Land. And they're like, that's No Man's Land out there. You can't go. And you're sort of waiting for that. She's like, oh, I'm no man, you know, like, I'm going to go out there and I'm going to be... But it's a little bit too on the nose, but they never do that, which is good. And she's just like, you know what? I'm just going to do it. And she Wonder Woman's up, and she goes out, and you get the great scenes from the trailers where she's deflecting the bullets.
Yep.
And she's running up there, and the awesome shot where she's sort of almost down on one knee, and they're just shooting, and all the bullets are bouncing off the shield, and the shield's wobbling, and that's so good. It's one of the best bits in the movie, but absolutely loved it. Totally recommend it to everyone. Some sort of negatives, not really negatives, but it just takes it a little bit to get going at the beginning. And the end is just sort of just generic CG slugfest.
Just a little overbaked kind of thing?
Yeah, a little bit, like hitting you the hardest and you get smashed through rocks and stuff. And
yeah.
But it's still really good because you see there's a lot of weight and emotion behind that fight, sort of interspersed.
Yeah.
And there's this one scene where Diana, she just like loses it. Like she gets angry and she like loses the cool, and she's just like, you know, powers up, you know, and she sort of unleashes like a lot more. So because her power sort of unmetered, you sort of don't know her true potential, what she can do and what she can't do. Yeah, like, you know, she can leap far and she's really tough, and, you know, she picks up a tank over her head and throws it. You're like, holy fuck, that's awesome. But great, bloody great. And yeah, there is this scene spliced in at the end. It's probably my favourite scene in the movie. But yeah, a lot of emotion, a lot of weight in that to it, written really well. Chris Pine's great. He just Chris Pines about. He's very sort of, he's very Harrison Ford, very sort of Indiana Jones. But yeah, it pulls it off really well. It's a lot of fun. Like, I can't recommend it anymore. Like, DC, if they keep making movies like this, they'll go a long way. But I did read an article today that they sort of haven't, the only movie they have planned after Justice League so far is Aquaman, because they're waiting to see how Justice League goes before, you know, making decisions, pulling triggers on other films.
Yep.
But yeah, after seeing this, like, even BVS, like, Gal Gadot and that as Wonder Woman, that was my favourite part of that movie. And seeing this now, like, I'm more excited to see Justice League now because she's had room to grow. And you find out more about the backstory behind the photo in BVS. And even, I said this to Pat the other day, like, if you went back to BVS now after seeing Wonder Woman, her character would have just that bit more weight because you know the backstory behind that photo and why she wants it and why she's after it. And yeah, like, I'm excited to see more Wonder Woman. Like, yeah, this is favorite superhero movie I've seen for a while, for a long while.
Yeah.
Like, I love Man of Steel and I really like BVS, the Ultimate Cut, but yeah, this is just great. This is just heads and shoulders above everything else.
So I've heard a lot, but some people are saying it's like probably the best superhero movie, like yet, like of all time. Would you agree? Do you think it's like the best one, even Marvel and DC and everything, or like out of
we were talking about this in the car the other day. Like, what are our top three? So give us your top three, and we'll yeah.
Well, I will say, in this movie, this is like one of the first superhero movies that I've watched. Because you watch a Superman movie, you know what Superman's about. It's Superman. You watch a Batman movie, you know what Batman's about. You've seen plenty of Spider-Man movies. You've seen plenty of Iron Mans. You know, these are all like flawed characters and stuff. But you watch Wonder Woman and you leave the movie or you're watching it and you're like, she is a real hero. You feel it, like the way she's written, because, you know, she lives on Themyscira and she comes out into the world and she just brings all this positivity and hope and empathy, and even everyone she interacts with in the movie, like, there's no hate towards anyone. Oh, you know, the bad guys or whatever, but she doesn't turn around like, I hate you, you have to die. Like, you know, for all the people of Themyscira, you know, in the name of Themyscira, you know, I'll defeat you and all this stuff. But yeah, I actually loved it. Real superhero. This is like the first real superhero movie. Like, I feel like I've watched. Like, she's
like
a real
actual
hero.
Superhero.
An actual superhero.
Yeah,
wow.
Nice.
Finally. Now I'm pretty excited to go watch that.
Yeah.
Shit. No, yep. Okay.
It's a lot of fun. Gal Gadot's great. She looks the part. She fits the role. It's written really well. They've all got enough time to grow. It's not too long. It's not too short. It's like 2 hours, 20 minutes. But yeah, it's really good. It's not perfect, but I loved it, and I really want to watch it again. And my girlfriend loved it. Yeah, can't wait for it to come out and buy it and watch it again.
Yeah,
Were you like a big Wonder Woman like guy? Like, did you read a lot of her?
Not really.
stuff?
I never really. No, I'm always aware. I'm aware of a lot of superheroes and stuff, and I know sort of generalities about.
Because you're like largely probably a more lean towards a DC slant than a Marvel.
When I was a
wouldn't
kid, I was a Marvel guy. Like,
Yep.
every Spider-Man book I could get my hand on,
Yep.
I bought it. But as I got older and sort of my tastes changed, and Marvel sort of went a bit pear-shaped with the whole, you know, the books sort of lost focus, and yeah, they were sort of all over the place. But yeah, as I got older, I started to lean towards more darker stories, you know, which is why I'm into David Fincher movies, and you know, I like DC because they tell darker, more realistic stories. But yeah, at the moment, like, I'm a DC guy. I really like Wonder Woman, I really do, but I've never really read a lot of the character. Like, I've, you know, gone back and done a lot of research and whatever, and I know enough. But a lot of the
and she is crossed into stories that you have read of other characters and stuff, obviously. And
she's definitely one of the most interesting characters. Like, she's one character I find really appealing. Like, this movie, like, you know, you watch Wonder Woman and you think, oh, this is a great role model or icon or whatever for women. not just for women, for men as well. Because I walked out and I'm like, wow, I feel like super inspired by watching her in this movie. Because, you know, sort of the way, like, I won't say anything because you have to watch it, but yeah, loved it. Really loved it.
Final rating on that one?
4 out of 5.
Oh, yeah.
Wasn't perfect. There were a couple of little bits. There are some scenes with a little iffy CG earlier in the movie. Just 1 or 2 bits, but that was about it. It takes a little bit to get going at the beginning, and the end fight is there's a lot of sort of emotional stuff in that mixed in, and sort of cutting back to sort of the regular soldiers like Steve Trevor and the crew that they're with, and back to Wonder Woman sort of fighting Ares and whatever. But yeah, it's great. Sort of that bit, turns into sort of generic slugfest at the end, but bloody great.
We better go, Paddy.
Really loved it.
We better go.
Queue up a mandate.
I think I'm going to have to bring the lady to this one as well.
Yeah.
By the sound of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, she definitely is probably the most interesting character in the DCEU at the moment. Like, you know, Superman's Superman and Batman's Batman, but you've seen 100 Batman movies. You've seen 100 Superman movies. But yeah, I want more Wonder Woman.
She's pretty fresh, isn't she? Yeah, on the big screen.
And it makes me even more excited to see Justice League because I want to see more Wonder Woman.
Yeah, nice.
Bloody loved it.
That is awesome.
Yeah. You mentioned what our top 3 superhero movies might have been. What would yours be?
You go for, because you already know
Me?
mine. And don't steal mine.
Well, mine would be, I'll start with number 1 if I'm thinking of, so top 3, my favourite
See, this might
superhero.
change by
What,
next
3,
week.
2, 1? So 3 down to 1, or just 3 in general?
You want me to start with 3?
Oh, fuck, I don't know if I could do it. Yeah.
All right, just your
We'll
3
just go
favourite
3
superhero movies.
top. Yeah.
All right. Actually, I'll just start with number 1. So my top one, my all-time favourite, would have to be still Spider-Man 2, the first one, Sam Raimi. Spider-Man 2, I love that movie. That's probably the one that gets me the most. And
It's the best Spider-Man movie so far.
yeah, probably mainly from my reaction when I walked out of the cinema, the first screening, way back in the day.
Started trying to climb up walls and shit.
But just like that feeling, walking out, you know, I don't really get that from any other ones that come out. Number 2 would probably be,
Spider-Man 3.
No.
What was your reaction when you walked out of the cinema of that one?
It wasn't too bad, actually.
Crying.
I think I did enjoy it.
We saw that. We mandated that.
Pretty sure
remember?
I enjoyed that still, but over time, you start to see a bit more of the flaws.
I don't think I ever saw that in the cinema. I watched it on DVD like maybe a couple of years after it came out.
Yeah.
And I was just like, the fuck is this shit? Yeah, didn't like that one.
Yeah.
Sorry, cut you off. Keep going.
Oh, you're right. Number 2 would probably be Deadpool, actually. I really enjoy Deadpool. It's one of my favourite.
I've only seen it the one time. I gotta do like a follow-up watch of that and see if I liked it, because I fucking really enjoyed myself watching. Like we watched it at the drive-in, which fucking Deadpool drive-in movie is like perfect.
Yeah,
like that
would be unreal.
Silly popcorn action fun. Like that was the ultimate, like probably one of the best drive-in movies I've ever seen. Yeah,
that would have been a really cool experience.
Yeah.
Number 3, I would probably say The Dark Knight. Definitely with the Joker, Heath Ledger. That would probably be number 3 for me. So a bit of DC in there.
What about you, Bob?
Yeah, Dark Knight's definitely in the top 3 for me. I mean, it kind of has to be. It's just a fucking well-crafted,
It is the greatest superhero film ever made.
I think it pretty much is. Like, Heath just
and
fucking
it's just a
killed
great
it.
fucking film.
Yeah, it is. I don't get sick of seeing it. Like, if it pops up on TV again, I stand there, try to walk away from it, and I can't, and I end up sitting down and watching the whole fucking thing. Like, it has to be. What else was there? I think I've got to watch it a second time, but at the moment, I'm saying Logan is in my top 3.
Yeah,
because I fucking loved that.
Yeah.
I just bought that this week on Blu-ray.
How'd you?
And I got
how'd you
Logan.
like it?
I haven't watched it yet.
Okay.
But I got Logan Noir as well. I don't know if I'll watch that, to be honest. I might put it on and maybe just skip through it after, a couple of weeks or whatever, but I'll have a go.
Give it, maybe leave the black and white one for like when you haven't watched it for like a year and chuck it on and see what it, see what
I
it
don't
feels
leave
like.
movies for a year.
Yeah, well, yeah, you don't. You don't.
You watch
See, we do, but you don't.
I
at
don't know
all.
how you do it. I tend, if I watch a movie
Just
too
a real
much-
film fan, mate. That's all.
Yeah, if I watch a movie too much, I kind of
I got to be selective. I don't have that much time to to watch a million.
even if I
movies.
watched my
I've got too much Battlefield to play.
if I watched even my favorite movie like on a regular basis, I'd probably end up hating it.
No, I used to. Like when I was younger and I'd sit around, with hours to kill, I'd watch like Hot Fuzz fucking 4 times a month kind of thing. But yeah, but I think just, work and the lady misses and just everything like, it all sort of, you got to be more selective with your time. Well, I do.
Yeah.
And Battlefield addictions.
You had to have the Battlefield 1 session when you got here tonight.
Yeah, I did. Get it out of my system.
So did you do 2 or 3?
I did 2. So, third one would be Guardians of the Galaxy 1.
Yep.
Oh, yeah,
One.
nice.
Yeah, still not a perfect movie for me because there's elements of the what's his name? Bloody Infinity Gauntlet wanker guy. Thanos, yeah. See, I can't even name him. So like him being in the movie for me, like when I first watched it was because I had not watching any of the other Marvel movies. I was like, who the fuck is this guy? And then he's never touched again. So there's like little snippets where I just cut those out. If I could do like a Bob's cut, just snip those scenes out of there and recreate the movie, then it'd be almost perfect for me.
Yep.
Yeah. But they're my favorite 3, I reckon.
I thought you had to drive, Pat.
my most like rewatchable.
I'll drag it out.
He's walking home tonight.
My coaster keeps sticking to the bottom of my can. Just get over there.
What are yours?
So they're your 3.
Yeah,
So,
well-
Logan, Dark Knight, and Guardians.
Yeah.
Okay.
Logan's a kind of tentative
Yeah.
thing, but I really can't think of anything that I've watched multiple times, superhero movie wise, that I would actually pip that. I think like that is probably the top. Yeah.
What about you, mate?
The Dark Knight, easily.
Yep.
I was keeping tally and how many times I've seen it. I don't know, I'm up to about 90 viewings.
Wow.
Fucking hell.
I know.
That's crazy.
It's fucking good though. When you put it on, you just gotta watch it.
That's like, okay, so it's like 2.5 hour movie. So like 90 viewings, 180 plus 90.
That's a lot of your life spent watching The Dark Knight.
270 odd hours of The Dark Knight.
Wow.
Could be doing worse things.
I guess.
It's like,
It's like when my mum says, she's like, "Oh, you probably don't need to buy like another figure or something like that." And they're like, "Mama could be out buying fucking drugs instead." But I'm not. I'll buy myself a little statue to stand over there so I can look at.
Just let me get a quick injection of Heath. 2 hour injection of Heath.
that's like the amount of time I put into Vice City, I reckon. Actually, I think I did close to 400 hours, I think, on that.
Damn. Fucking hell.
Yeah.
That's like with Skyrim. I only put like 120 hours into Skyrim.
Oh boy.
And that's nothing.
That's forever. too.
Because with Metal Gear 5, like I easily put 130 hours into that. And that was
Yeah.
nothing.
I think I lost about 400 in Skyrim, I reckon.
Yeah.
Easily. Because I bought the game like fucking 2 or 3 times on different platforms. Every time I did, I'd start a new character and then I'd play that for another 80 or 90 hours and then it was sad. It was almost to the point where like you play a game for so long. I don't know if you guys have done this. You play a game for so long, so intensely that you're almost kind of scared to jump on something else. Like you just get a little too comfortable with it.
Yeah. It's your safe place.
And then you put something else in and you're like, oh no, I don't want to learn the controls of this. Or it just feels a little weird now because you're so used to
Feels
that.
like you're neglecting your baby. That's just your little Skyrim baby over there.
And then you actually have a family in the game.
Yeah.
To build a house and everything.
And it's one of
Just
them
abandon
games,
them.
It's one of them games.
It's winter.
And that you still feel like you haven't completed it as well. It's one of them ones that still has something there to do.
It's always got something.
Join the Dark Brotherhood.
Yep.
Anyway, so The Dark Knight. Fuck.
Fuck. I didn't realize we got through the list.
At this moment, I probably would say Wonder Woman, be honest.
Mm-hmm.
But, oh, yeah, up in the top
Dark
3.
Knight, Wonder Woman.
Drum roll.
Next one's tough because Captain America: The Winter Soldier.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
You're the one throwing the curveballs now. Oh!
That is a good one.
Definitely my favorite, probably Marvel movie, I'd say.
Yeah.
Still is.
Yeah, that is up there.
Bloody love that movie. It's just like a political thriller. Love it. ScarJo looks good in that movie too.
I forgot about that one. That is good.
And that knife
But
flip.
I've only ever seen it the one time as well. But
What's
yeah.
wrong with you?
I don't know.
Have to do the bob cut. Just edit all these movies together.
Yeah.
Cut out all the overarching Avengers stuff.
Yeah, exactly. No, I didn't find it too full on in that one, weirdly enough. Yeah.
I really like that story, the whole man out of time.
Mm.
And he's writing down the list, people bringing up stuff you should check out. I'll put it on the list. And do you know that every country that movie was released in, the list was different? So if it was in the UK, it's the Beatles and other UK
we got
references.
fucking Vegemite or something, didn't we?
Yeah, we got Vegemite and
Really?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
I noticed that in the movie and I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck is Vegemite in Captain America?
Yeah.
Captain Australia.
It's got any fucking thongs on.
Hiding behind a bloody shield, are ya? Go on.
Oh, they should do it, Captain Australia.
Captain Australia, mate.
And he's tinny.
Let's go down to Centrelink, pick up his fucking doll check.
He's got his thongs on.
Bloody fighting no war for no one.
And his shield can just be like the hood of like a Barbie. He's just got like the top of a barbecue.
The Weber.
Yeah,
Top of a Weber.
the Weber with the brand.
Ding.
Oh, shit.
Chucking snags at him.
I think I know, that should be our next piece of fan art. People, do it.
Can you do what, like, seriously?
I'd love to do Captain Australia.
You've got a slow
I'm
week.
going to do it. I'm going to do it. I think I might have to do it.
Just
So what were your
flipping thongs.
So Pat 3 was Spider-Man 2, Deadpool, and
Captain Australia.
Captain Australia, the movie.
And the Dark Knight.
The Dark Knight.
Yeah.
Okay. Wonder Woman, I forgot to mention, Wonder Woman has a lot of homages to other superhero films. Oof. Superman, Dick Donner Superman from the 70s with Christopher Reeve. There's a couple of scenes in there that sort of homages to that movie. And then Patty Jenkins, the director, came out and said that she's a big fan of that movie, had a massive impact on her. So she's, a few homages and that in there. The scene in the alley with she deflects the bullet and catches it. That's a homage to the scene from the movie where the guy accidentally tries to mug Clark and Lois and he catches the bullet. And there's a revolving door scene and one or two other things. But yeah, nice little tidbits and winks in there.
Oh, yeah.
to other
Yeah,
things.
nice.
But yeah, Wonder Woman, go see it. Bloody loved it. We need more of this. When I finished watching Wonder Woman, I'm really excited. Like I have been, but like seeing this has made me more excited to see the Captain Marvel flick. I'm like, I want more ladies. I want to see ladies out there kicking ass.
Yeah.
I'm sick of dudes in their bloody tight, cock bulging outfits. You know?
Do a Spider-Gwen movie or something.
Oh,
There you
that'd
go.
be cool. Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool.
That'd be
down
cool.
with that.
Like live action costume to see.
Yeah.
See how
Fuck yeah.
someone would tackle that. That'd be pretty cool.
The hood.
Yeah.
Patrick Brown loves his hoods.
Mm.
Why is he wearing a hoodie? Because he's fuck ugly.
Hot Fuzz, is it?
Yeah. Man, there are a lot of superhero movies out there, aren't there?
Mm.
God.
Yeah, there's a lot.
But yeah, more Wonder Woman, please. I would like some more.
I'll be there. I'm going to go to the cinema. See it soon, I reckon.
You're going to have to go to bed. Like, your eyes are just like someone's punched you.
Fully
You're like
glazed
black
over.
eyes.
Yeah, I'm pretty
He's
tired.
had half a beer and he's about to die now.
Quite relaxing, actually, this beer. I'm just like,
I think you might have to have an early night tonight, Patrick
Yeah,
Brown.
I
Go home, go to bed. I reckon.
And no more thinking about fucking Breaking Bad.
I was going to say, too much Breaking Bad to watch tonight. It's my day off.
You don't get days off. All right. Well, I think that's it. Does anyone else have anything they'd like to bring up? Anything they want to mention or whatever?
I thought I did, but no.
My brain's a bit mush at the moment, so I can't really think.
It's just like putty in my hands.
Yeah.
Patty in your hands.
My hands are warm though.
In the show.
Well, we might wrap it up. This has been a very short episode, actually, because we had nothing to talk about.
How short, you say?
An hour 10.
Nah, it's all right.
It's good length.
Yeah, Johnny will be happy. Our mate Johnny, here's the thing. Our mate Johnny called, I think all three of us.
Didn't call me.
Oh, no, he didn't call you. He just complained. He just complained to me and Patty about the length of our shows, and he's like, next time I talk to Brett, I'm going to tell him like, fucking cut the show shorter. I don't have time for this. And put some video in there. I'm like, oh shit, no, Johnny. Like the only reason I'm on the show is there's no video. You can't look at me.
We're planning something big in the next couple of weeks. We in the lead up to Spider-Man Homecoming, we're going to do a everything Spider-Man episode extravaganza, bonanza.
It's real big. We got a big dude coming on the show.
The biggest dude you've ever seen. We're actually having a strategy meeting tomorrow night at the pub.
I've got to do like a head-to-head, see who's bigger with him.
I was going to say, I want to see who's taller.
We're both big dudes.
How tall are you? You good?
I'm 2 meters, so
2 meters.
well,
yeah,
6'6".
yeah.
I think he's taller than you.
He might be.
He's a tall dude,
but he's more lanky. So
and he's wiry.
Yeah,
so he'll be able to get around you.
The lanky ones always look taller. See, because I'm just kind of like proportionately a large guy, a thick, large guy. So I don't look that tall to people. So I don't know.
So we're going to do a massive Spider-Man episode. There'll be the four of us here, hopefully. Bring in an extra man, the biggest Spider-Man fan in the world. So he's going to come in and, we're planning a massive Spider-Man episode in the next couple of weeks.
Patty and him are going to have a Spider-Man face-off. They're going to...
Yep.
They're going to whip each other down.
He's going to whip your ass.
He will.
You reckon you're a big Spider-Man fan. He's going to
I can already guarantee it. I'm pretty sure he's read a lot more comics than me. So he would know a lot more.
So we're having a strategy meeting at the pub tomorrow night, or last Thursday night by the time you hear this. So, it should be good. It's going to be a big one. So, putting a lot of effort into this one, so we're not going to be very ill-prepared like we are today.
Yeah, it'd be good. Awesome.
You have to pull your finger out for once, Bob, and turn up with notes.
Notes? You know that's not how I roll. I'll turn up, though.
Yeah. All right, Pat, if people want to find you online, pictures of you sleeping in bed, live stream.
Yeah.
Where can they find it?
Thinking about Breaking Bad, not sleeping.
PatrickBrownArt.com. That's what my website, and Patrick Brown Art on Facebook.
And what's your address if people want to come down around and
come knock on the door, wake me up?
Yeah.
God.
I better not give that out.
What about you, Bob?
I just ruined the show. Thank you
You
very
did.
much.
Always.
See you later. Mic drop. Bobby Baxter Cartoons on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook, and well, actually I think I'm just Bobby Baxter on Twitter. I don't know. I never use Twitter. And BobbyBaxter.com if you want to check out my work.
I'm finding Twitter like kind of difficult. I'm like, what is this? I don't know how to use it. It's a bit of a learning curve. It's weird.
I'm starting to feel like an old man.
I can't keep up. People like tweeting and retweeting, and I'm like, how do I see stuff? And I don't know. Sort of getting around it. But
Yeah, it seems very messy to me in a lot of ways.
Patrick Brown said it. Twitter's messy. Don't buy shares in Twitter.
It's hard to kind of know what's going on.
Hashtag fuck Twitter.
Maybe I just sound like an old man.
Facebook chat all the way. Messenger. Whatever. You can find the Bearded Geeks on Facebook. Facebook.com/Bearded Geeks Pod. We're on YouTube. This is where you're listening to this right now. Listen to our old episodes. Instagram at the Bearded Geeks. Behind the scenes stuff we talk about on the show, will go on Instagram, and we're on Twitter at Bearded Geeks Pod. So, is it? I can't remember.
You're the
like
boss.
I said, I don't know. Hashtag the Bearded Geeks. Hashtag Bearded Geeks Pod. Whatever, I'll find it. Thanks to our regular commenters and tweeters who put stuff out there, and comment, like, share, subscribe. We thank you to everyone. Tell all your friends though.
Yeah, spread the word. We need some love.
Yeah, want to get out there more. Want to build the show up. It's what we want to do. So, but I've got holidays starting the end of this week, so I've only got 2 more days of work left, and then I'm going on holidays for 2 weeks. So I'm going to be doing lots of show stuff.
Nice.
So new show stuff coming soon, hopefully.
Or
Merch.
you'll just be doing 16-hour day Battlefield 1 day.
Actually, I'm going to get Horizon Zero Dawn tomorrow.
Oh, so
I might
no
be playing-
show stuff then.
No show stuff. But no, we might have merch in that soon, and iTunes. Be on iTunes, possibly, probably, definitely.
Yeah, cool.
But yeah, this has been a winged episode, and I'm very sorry.
I'm
I feel
not.
real bad. I'm like, oh man, like I thought I was prepared, but I didn't really have a lot. I went through it pretty quick, actually.
Who can wing over an hour worth of content, though? I mean, come on. I'm pretty proud of myself.
Did all right.
Oh,
Sorry. So this is the last time you'll hear from me. Josh will be on the show next week from here on out. And hey,
security!
Oh, fuck!
It's Captain Australia when you need him. Get this.
help me! Captain Australia.
Throw your thongs! Use your weapon shield! Oh, fucking hell. Oh, from all of us here in the Beard Cave, we want to say thank you to everyone who listens, and we'll see you next week on the Bearded Horizon. Hey, Captain Australia!